Good morning, dolls, and welcome to Little Gretchen's workshop. So today, I just wanted to let you know that this video is about the beginning of the next phase of the renovation of the Rooming House Dollhouse, which will include the dining room. That was my original plan, to start the dining room, which I am. But the dolls threw a letter out, and I'm going to share what the letter says. So the dolls are unhappy that I'm starting the renovation of the dining room, or starting the second phase of the renovation of the Rooming House Dollhouse with the dining room. They got a little letter here, and it says it's more or less a petition for me to include the bathroom in the beginning of the second phase. So in addition to working on the dining room, I will also be working on the bathroom. Yes, there was a major discussion. They had a whole meeting about me making perfume bottles and bars of soap, and there's actually no operational bathroom in the Rooming House Dollhouse. So the dolls were pretty upset, and in order for them not to continue to be upset, I'm going to go ahead and start on the bathroom. So I'm going to be working on the dining room as well, but I am going to start the renovation with the bathroom. So let's go ahead and get to the footage of the beginning of the second phase of the renovation of the Rooming House Dollhouse. So here we are, dolls, in the Rooming House Dollhouse dining room. So that's the old dining room table in the corner. That's my lovely china cabinet that I purchased for this project. And that is the table that we made here on Little Gretchen's workshop, the new dining room table with a kit. If you haven't seen that in the playlist, definitely check it out. So I'm just assessing the room to determine what needs to be done. I need a new floor, I need wallpaper, the ceiling needs to be done, and let me just move these things out of the way so I can really see what's going on. Now, I do already have some ideas about the wallpaper and the finishes on the floor. There, yeah, just showing you that dining room table again. It was really, really cute. I think I'm actually going to put a little bit of satin varnish on that. So now you can really see the size of the room, the shape of it, and the dimensions are exactly the same as the cafe. Now, this is the little template that I had to make the floor originally, but I've decided on a whole new design altogether for the floor. So, and this is the door that I have, and again, it's exactly like the door that's in the cafe. Now, this room only has the door between the rooms. It doesn't have an outside door. So let's just set that aside. And I definitely have to sweep up because you know how the dolls are about the sweeping. Now that I've removed everything from the room and kind of swept up a little bit, I can really see what I need to do. Now, this was the original window that I installed years ago when I first started this project. I did a horrible job on trimming out the window, so that window frame is definitely going to have to be removed and redone. So I just have one of those spackle blades. I just got between the wall and the window frame and just began to just gently lift it up and push it off. I did do it with some type of wood glue, but it's been a long time ago, so it's coming off pretty easily, and I'm really glad of that because I just want to start with a totally clean slate doing this room. I don't want to try to go over anything. I just want to start fresh because my idea and my vision for this room is totally different from when I first started. So I'm just going to take a moment to get this off. Now, definitely if you're prying up wood like this is really an excellent tool to use for things like this, but always be very careful with your hands in case it slips. So this was pretty much the full extent of the progress I made on the Rooming House dining room before I got the tiny letter. So I was able to get that final piece of the window frame off, and so now I'm starting with a clean slate when it's time for me to wallpaper and re-trim that window out. I'm just look like I'm trying to get that last little bit. Yeah, so I can have a full clean slate. So I can sand around there, clean all that up, make it really neat, and make a beautiful window frame. I'm really excited about decorating the dining room. I feel like it's a very prominent part of any home where the family gathers to eat. I want to make it really pretty and really elegant. And although it's a rooming house, I still think they should have a lovely place to eat. Now, it looks like since I came out of the room doing what I had to do, the little workers have brought in their ladder and their tools and their boxes and crates, and they're going to get to work. Well, I'm excited to see what they're going to do while I'm working on the bathroom. It even looks like they took time to have lunch and some Coca-Cola. That's awesome. Well, let me stay out of their way and let them get to work, and I'll go on to look into the work in the bathroom. But to just give you perspective of where the dining room is, it's just below the bedroom where I made the ladder that comes from the ceiling. If you haven't seen that video or the beds from scraps, definitely check those out in my playlist. All right, so that's a full glance at the dining room. So let's move on to the bathroom. Now here we are in the infamous Rooming House Dollhouse bathroom. Now that's a toilet that I bought previously. I do believe I'm going to use it in another project because I have a toilet, which is the original toilet that I got with my original dollhouse. Now you see I've got a little cabinet there that I purchased a while back. Not sure if I'm going to use it here. It's really cute, but I do believe I want a cabinet with glass in it so you can see what's inside. And that little tub in the back, that actually was the set with the toilet to my original dollhouse as well. I do believe I want to paint those faucets silver though. And you see I have beadboard up, which at the time that I started to renovate this house the first time, I liked that beadboard, but I think I'm going to remove it. It's a really cute toilet. I do believe I'm going to keep it for this project. So I did paint it white at the top and on the seat. I may do some more modifications to it, but I do like it. Okay, and as I mentioned, that's the beadboard. I did do that with popsicle sticks, but I definitely am going to have to remove that and smooth out the walls some more. Now, I did have some other ideas about decorating. I have another sink. I like the shape of the sink, but I really don't like that flower, and I haven't decided how to get it off or cover it up. So that's going to be a little issue for me. And I don't like the brass handles either. I keep touching those beadboards because I'm hoping they won't give me a hard time coming off. And I'm push the door out because that's definitely not going to be in there while I'm working. I'm starting to kick up a lot of dust. Now, to give you perspective of this bathroom, it's next to the hallway that goes back to the nursery and the girls' room. So it's unfinished and it needs to be wallpapered. Now, the floor was installed when I did the uh, baby's room or nursery and the girls' room, and that's the door to that additional bedroom where I've been storing so much of the furniture. But we're definitely going to keep our focus on the bathroom. Now, I did have another sink that I actually got in a haul off of eBay. It's a little Bond sink. And at first I thought it was smaller or shorter than the original face bowler sink that I was thinking to use, but they actually are the same height. And there's that little medicine cabinet I got in that haul as well. So I definitely think I'm going to use both of those in this bathroom. So I'm just kind of playing around with ideas, thinking about the configuration of the room and where I'm going to put everything. Now, just to kind of give you a couple ideas, what my ideas as far as the decor. This is the paper that's the same as the paper that's in the nursery. I considered using that, but it's a little pale. Now, I did have a piece of flooring that I was considering using in here as well. I really like it. It was a remnant from another project I had, and I really liked it because I thought it looked a little retro. And it was almost the size that I needed for this room, but it's a little bit short. so it doesn't go all the way up to the wall. So I was trying to decide whether, it would be okay if I put the baseboard down, if that would salvage the gap issue, but it really didn't. So then I thought of another option. I had some other flooring, again, something from another project I bought in a lot. I like it, but I really don't like the bright pink tiles on it. So I considered I may actually paint it. So here I am removing the beadboard. And I was worried about it being a little bit difficult or hard to remove, but it actually was coming off pretty easily. I guess over all those years of sitting, the glue kind of dried up. So the beadboard was just popping right off, which I was very, really glad. I didn't want to wear my arm out struggling to remove old beadboard. And it did. It came off really, really easily. And I did still do it gently, and I was really grateful that it didn't damage the walls a lot. It kind of scarred up the previous, I guess it was that Kills paint I put on it to just kind of block some of the staining from the wood. But it worked out well. It came off easily. It didn't damage the walls a lot. So I'm feeling good. So this is the beginning of the demolition of the Rooming House Dollhouse bathroom, so we can go ahead and get it completed and installed. So here's a shot after I did what I did, and now the little workers are in here at work getting things underway. It looks as though some of the materials have been delivered, the fixtures have been delivered, so they're about to get to work. So here we are winding up the process of beginning the second phase of the renovation of the Rooming House Dollhouse. I hope you dolls have enjoyed this video today. Oh, here is when they were having the meeting. Yeah, I think I'm in trouble. So if you dolls enjoyed this video today, definitely let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe, and always look for me on Mondays and Wednesdays after 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to seeing you dolls on the next episode of Little Gretchen's Workshop. Bye-bye now.